Hello, my dear Cancers, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. This is a cosmic alignment between Earth and the star Sirius. And as Sirius rises, Orion's belt directly aligns with the Pyramid of Giza. So it has its roots in ancient Egyptian tradition, and it looks like Sirius comes closer to Earth than ever. Now, this takes place between July 26th and August 12th, but the apex happens on August 8th. Okay, which is the height of Leo season and Leo energy, which is associated with the heart center and individual expression of the divine. So this is the perfect stage to anchor these ascension codes and higher consciousness, which is being transmitted to us from Sirius and the sun. So remember that Sirius represents abundance and fertility. So this is aligning us with another level of activation and opportunities for progress, peace, abundance, and ascension. And you may be feeling these ascension symptoms at this time. So my dearest fellow Cancers, I urge you to take very good care of yourselves. If you need to sleep, please get enough rest. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Try to eat clean. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. And if you need to isolate or be alone, because this integration can be quite intense, okay, then take that time. If you need to be around friends and family, do that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages come through for Cancer for this Lionsgate portal reading. Messages for Cancer. Okay, Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Wow. So some of you guys, I don't have my lapis handy at the moment, but those of you that do have lapis, I have sodalite and I've got kyanite. So funny, but no lapis here. Wow, very cool. Goddess of the ancient skies. All right, so your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth. It holds much special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to a love-based culture. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. Ancient souls with experience of consciousness and community from more spiritually advanced civilizations are here on this planet to be themselves to the fullest extent possible in order to help support each other and heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. The challenge can be that such ancient souls can feel out of place here on Earth for a time as they go through an adjustment process and remember their healing mission on this planet. These souls hold much inner wisdom of star peoples and civilizations far and wide in this galaxy and beyond. This inner wisdom vibrates at a higher level than the frequencies of fear, aggression, dominance, and disconnection that are a part of the global human wounding they are here to help heal. This is why ancient souls are needed, of course, to help offer a different reality which is more whole and connected to oneness and love. But the challenge is not to lose belief and honoring of your own true inner wisdom and deep soul truths while becoming a member of a culture that is still so different to yours. This oracle comes to you to provide much needed spiritual recognition that you have wisdom and understanding within you that is very ancient and flows from the soul, and that you also have a sacred connection to wisdoms that come from star peoples of Sirius and other celestial beings that serve through unconditional love. This is neither strange nor weird, but it is precious, and although you are not the only one of your kind here, it is far from a common soul type on this planet. Mostly because it takes a lot of strength and dedication to be able to sustain existence purposefully in a vibration that is lower than your natural vibration. This card comes to you with an offering of guidance. Remember who you are within. Do not try to fit with external models of how to be in this world, for you are here to help birth a new way that is more aligned with spiritual truth. Oh, I have goosebumps and chills, Cancer. Up and down, up and down. Because I know, and I talk to many of my Cancers out there, and you guys know that what you just heard is true. I'm just like, I have so many goosebumps, you guys. Cancers. All right, get a hold of that lapis, please. The color blue is very important for Sirian energy and for the star people of Sirius. And please, if you haven't already, the general collective message that I did for the Lionsgate reading, there is a message from the Sirians that if you haven't listened to, I'm going to link to this reading, but I will also link it to the end of this video. Wow, Cancer. I just, I don't even know what to say. I feel like I shouldn't even pull cards. Okay. I'm also brimming with love and emotion. All right, you get the Hermit in reverse. You get the Wheel in reverse. And you get the Hierophant. Overall energy, Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. It's Venus and Virgo, although it can represent any earth energy. But the Nine of Pentacles is about being alone but not lonely. And I was really picking up on this with the Hermit card as well. Some of you have felt very isolated. Especially at this time, you might need to take extra time for yourself. Do a lot of grounding work, if you can, get a hold of Epsom salts, even for your feet, or a bath. But really spending that time, carving out that sacred space and time for you to really integrate these light codes that you are receiving, because these are from Sirius. Okay, from the Sirians. And this card is affirming that your connection to the Sirians is very deep and it's very ancient. I feel like many of you watching that already know this or already have come into this information, but this is just confirmation. If you identify as a starseed, this message is for you. If you weren't sure if you were a starseed or not, you were kind of on the fence, this is confirmation, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is about you creating the work that you do, creating the life and the abundance, standing in unconditional love is exactly what you are here to do. And sometimes it's very lonely. Sometimes it's very lonely work being a healer, being a mystic, being as advanced as you are. And many of you have had difficulties with, with integrating on this earth, and maybe as children, or maybe you were loners when you were younger, maybe you still are kind of reclusive or introverted, but this is confirmation that yes, because you are here for a higher purpose, you are here to heal the collective and to help bring a love-based energy to Gaia and to Earth. Now, the Hierophant card is coming out, and I really think there's a message in the Taurus reading for you guys, which was about healing deep wounds, okay, and also standing in light and love and compassion. So again, I do get a sense of loneliness here for many of you. Some of you may have had difficulties in maintaining connections or relationships, or just feeling like you're part of a larger collective. But the message from the Sirians here to you is that even if you feel alone, you are never, even if you feel lonely, you are never alone, that your collective is backing you. And it's not just Sirian energy, it's angels, it's your ancestors, it's ascended masters. Now, a number of ascended masters come from the blue people, from star people. So again, you have a lot of ascended masters working with you to, on your soul's journey here on Earth during this life experience. So don't doubt that for a second. The Hermit energy in reverse is, it's acknowledging that reclusiveness, but it's also letting you know that, that there are teachers available to you. You may meet somebody who's very important that's going to help you on this path, that may serve as a teacher or a guide, and it may just be for a few moments. It may be for weeks, it may be for years, okay? But there's definitely like the importance of coming into this wisdom through a conduit, okay? And then for many of you, it's you understanding that the lessons that you've learned, the difficulties that you've been through, have with the absorption of these light codes and anchoring them into the earth plane through this Lionsgate portal, you're coming into the wisdom and the knowledge that you, the student, has now become the teacher, and that you are here to help and heal the collective, and that we all chose to be here at this very important, very difficult time in human history. Now, we get the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. For me as a reader, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse isn't about bad luck or good luck. It's about change, and it's about how you're dealing with and adapting to change. Now, when it's in reverse, it represents maybe a little bit of difficulty integrating, dealing with change. Now, for some of you guys integrating this wisdom and these new light codes, you're going to need that time to yourself as you integrate. It's not an easy process. So you might feel isolated. You might start to feel different from, your partner, your friends, your families, and Spirit saying it's okay to pull back and take that time to adjust to your new reality. Okay, because your timeline is shifting, because your vibration is raising, even if it doesn't feel like it, because many of you might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. Oh my, I can't stand being around these people. I can't stand doing the things that I used to do. I can't eat those foods. I can't drink soda. I can't watch TV anymore. Because you're integrating, because you're realizing the importance and the power that you have of protecting your energetic field and allowing what you allow into your energy, okay, into your soul. Is it going to be crime and violence, sensationalist, panic, or is it love and light? Okay, and that information, the crime, the violence, the panic, all of that can come from the people in your surroundings. Listening to the news, watching certain TV shows. It can come from, the way certain food and drink make you feel. So I definitely feel like my Cancers out there, you guys are going through a major shift. Spirit wants you to know that you are not alone. The Sirians are coming here directly to let you know that you are not alone, that you are on this journey, and there's a reason, there's a higher purpose for this human experience. And this is confirmation of what you guys already know, or you guys have already had these inklings of understanding. Then we get the Hierophant card. This is Taurian energy. This is about contracts, and this is about spirituality. But I'm not reading this so much as a marriage. I'm actually reading it more about the higher purpose that is your life, and the higher purpose that is the reason for you being here. Okay, and I love that, and you being completely committed to that, understanding now that what that higher purpose is, and the reason for, the difficulties and the sense of isolation that you may have felt, maybe your whole life, maybe it's just right now, maybe it's since your awakening. Those of you, and many, if not all of you listening to this, have been through awakening processes, one or many different times. It happens on many different levels at different times during our lives. Or there's one giant one, and it's not a pleasant experience. The aftermath, being able to look back, is walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people, the earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. Now, the walkabout, this really brings up many of you guys. This is about Australia, because I'm really getting the Aboriginal culture coming through here. So some of you may live in Australia. Some of you might have felt guided to go there at this time, okay, or the need to be there. I know that there's part of Australia, or, parts of Australia are considered to be the heart of the earth. And remember, this Leo energy is heart-centered energy, okay? But the walkabout, it's also a reminder for my Cancers, the need for grounding, the need for going out in nature. Trees are your people, the earth is your tribe. So if you're feeling disconnected from humans, from people, okay, then, this is confirmation of that feeling, and that's okay. You don't have to force anything. The trees are your people. The trees are manifestations of angels. Their roots run deep, just as yours do, okay, and the earth is your tribe. So if you're feeling uncomfortable with, with humanity, with the collective, that's okay. And if it's been a lifelong process, this is confirmation. That's okay. There's a reason why. Okay, and you're not weird, okay, you're not odd, you're doing just fine, you're perfect just the way you are, and be kind and compassionate to yourself during this change. All right, hummingbird song. nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing, as medicine it sings. Yeah, so my Cancers out there, great message of healing, and then so much nature coming through. Some of you might, right now, we still do have hummingbirds, I know on the East Coast. You might be watching your hummingbirds. They love flowers, and then putting out the nectar, the sweet water for them. You know, and hummingbirds may be your spirit animal as well. Very interesting. And the importance of grounding, the importance if you're feeling weird, if you're feeling funky at this time, making sure that you get out in nature, how important it is for you. All right, and intuition, simple, complex words of pain or that heal. You come to know truth by the way it feels. Cancer, trust your intuition. My Cancers out there, you guys are my high priests and high priestesses. We are the most intuitive sign of the zodiac, along with Scorpio and Pisces, but absolutely this is beautiful confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. You are doing exactly what you need to do, and you've made this commitment. You made this commitment before you got here to help heal the earth and the collective at this very difficult time. But that healing doesn't have to be on a global stage. It can be within and starting there, and you are perfect just the way you are. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.